All right, these will be some stocks from Stock Picks NYC. And starting, this is going to be crypto theme. We would have Donald Trump, obviously. We're going to have 401k investors access alternative assets. Also, you would Pulte making the thing about the mortgages where Bitcoin could be used for your mortgage, home loan, to show your assets. That's a pretty big deal. So we could say crypto heating up. And then we're going to have Citigroup maybe launching a crypto exchange as of 8/15. They use the word exploring custodial solutions. That could definitely be. And then this would be about SoFi. So SoFi, upcoming international money transfer service enabling members to send funds abroad directly from SoFi app with lower fees and faster delivery compared to traditional remittance service providers. Lightspark, a leading enterprise infrastructure provider that uses Bitcoin Lightning Network, will enable the technology via universal money address to send and receive money seamlessly. So that'll be SoFi, and that was yesterday. You do have SoFi on a super high here, but anything happened? Well, they did. What are they down? Yeah, they dropped. They did not have as much of a drop as everything else did compared to, let's say, actually Coinbase, because that's another one I want to talk about. I think SoFi, wait a minute, I have a call for SoFi. Wait. I got this a really long time ago. See, January 3rd, when things were glorious. Actually, probably at a stupid time. I don't know why I did that. But what did I say SoFi will be at? 27 by September 19th? God damn it. Anyways, fucking shit. And then, what did Coinbase drop this month? See, they've been somewhat on down. Wait, what's Coinbase's one here? So, if Coinbase revenue and usage, and this is Kathy Wood's one. God damn it, shut up. Coinbase has led the way for cryptocurrency since its inception in 2012, largest exchange in the United States by volume. In a time before Bitcoin ballooned in value, Coinbase integrated its payment processing capabilities into Stripe, Braintree, and PayPal, alongside merchant partnerships like Dell, Expedia, and Time Inc. And then we have, that's all about Bitcoin now. Wait, we want to know, fortunes started to turn around 2023 with Bitcoin's price increasing. All right, their competition, Square's Cash App, Robinhood, which both offer cryptocurrency. In Europe, Revolt has started offering similar exchange. That's not too bad. Coinbase generated $6.2 billion revenue in 2024, a 113% increase in previous years. Crypto exchange made $22.5 billion net income. Coinbase has 105 users, 10.8 million. Valuation skyrocketed in 2024 as the price of Bitcoin increased. See, but as long as Bitcoin keeps increasing, Coinbase, you could say, will keep doing well. Their earnings that was recently. Stock strength, recent acquisitions, expansion of payments boost company outlook. Analysts predict revenue increase, but adjusted earnings decline. Wall Street ratings range buy to sell, which means target 381 forecast suggests earnings of 1 point. Well, I don't think that's bad. I mean, because the bigger crypto gets, the bigger, what is this one? Well, the buyout, unlike the potential crypto derivatives, Coinbase Global is trending. And I think it could be an interesting one. And they definitely are down. So you could say, unless everything starts going to shit, I think they could go up. Or down. It could keep going down. But that looks like a nice chart. And then we have an over-the-counter C2 blockchain ORD shit. CBLO. All right. And here they are. Wait a minute. What's their year to date? That is an interesting over-the-counter chart for sure. And here was their news. Wait, I want to know what their news for July 30th was. But wait, this was their news. Expands treasury holdings to over 242 million Doge coins. Dog coins? Whatever these ones are. A publicly traded digital asset and blockchain infrastructure company today announced expansion of corporate treasury with additional, that would be different, 31 million per Doge. Or I guess maybe it is. So this acquisition increases company holding from blah, reinforcing its position as one of the leading corporate holders of Bitcoin native meme assets. This could be an interesting one for, I don't know, people that like crypto stuff. Aligned with its long-term commitment to building one of the largest meme coin treasuries on the public markets, the company is actively targeting a 500 million Dogecoin milestone, representing approximately 0.5% of the total supply. Maybe Elon gets on board of this one. That could be interesting. Each addition to our Doge treasury reflects our confidence in the growing role that Bitcoin native tokens can play in the digital asset economy. It's certainly going to be an economy. That is something. Unlike other meme tokens, Doge is native to the Bitcoin blockchain via the Runes protocol. Its success is expected to stimulate Bitcoin activity through transaction fees that support miners, attract new communities, and develops to Bitcoin ecosystem, demonstrate real-world use cases for meme assets beyond speculation. Now, if they could do that, that certainly would be something. And then they're a publicly traded blockchain infrastructure digital asset treasury company headquartered in Miami Beach, Florida. Company currently developing a 14 megawatt Bitcoin mining facility and maintains a diversified portfolio of digital assets. That a mining facility is indeed something that you could look at as an asset. And I don't know. All right, so that one could be an interesting over-the-counter play right there. And this would be the company that CBLO has a stake in. So this one's going to be CGAC. So they kind of pair together on this endeavor, you could say. And that is when they talked about it, I would assume, when they took the stake, when they had the big pop there. So that one is another one. All right, then we're going to have this one BULT, B-U-L-T. Now, BULT blockchain there is on a decent year to date, up 33%. And they have 2 patents, okay? So if all of this goes well, this would be a Bitcoin kiosk ATM device system and method of using the same key independent claim, and basically receiving Bitcoin in exchange for cash upon availability in a local Bitcoin inventory associated with said device and accessibility by said processor. So that's the one patent. Then they have another one that is, this one was from 2015, but kiosk ATM device and system integrating enrollment protocol method and using the same. You could say that makes them an interesting little guy. And, okay, then this was their recent one where they have BULT company, the only company, foundational patent for Bitcoin ATM, and one of only 3 publicly traded Bitcoin ATM network, today announced strategic partnership with IPSI. Innovative Payment Solutions, a company focused on delivering cutting-edge digital payment solutions that meet needs of underserved communities and crypto-based industries specializing on real-time merchant payment processing technologies. Maybe crypto is truly our way of the future. Who knows? Because then you would have IPSI up 13% today. I was supposed to make this yesterday, this video. I should have did that. Well, what can you do? But this would have been, who knows, who would want to get into over-the-counters in the last 2 days? But maybe IPSI could be an interesting one. Under terms, IPSI received license fees, access to BULT's IP, received license access to BULT portfolio across North America. IPSI will pay a royalty fee to BULT subsidiary First Bitcoin Capital for each Bitcoin ATM transaction through BULT's network. The partnership with IPSI marks a critical step towards licensing and securing the continent's rapidly expanding cryptocurrency payment and Bitcoin ATM ecosystem. Very interesting. And then you do have XRP. I hold some XRP. I know there are a lot of people that do. And launched 2012, Ripple Labs. That was a big thing when the SEC ended their lawsuit. But they're going to be in the past year. It's just depending on the source. But this one, you have their year 400%. So whatever. A regulatory clarity following the resolution of Ripple's SEC, which restored investor confidence and led to relisting on major exchanges. See? Its role in facilitating fast, low cross-border payments through RippleNet. RippleNet, that's a big one too, has driven institutional adoption with over 2,500 institutions partnered globally. Recent developments like Mercado Bitcoin's plan to tokenize 200 million in real-world assets RWAs on the XRP ledger further boosts its utility. I would say that one is a nice one, but then people say you don't go wrong with just going into Bitcoin either. And that one, steady, I guess. What do you have? Man, oh man, past 5 years. You could say this crypto stuff might not go away. I know people like the Ethereum one. And someone always tells me to go into the stock SBET because it's like half Ethereum. And they already are coming back up from the down. I don't know. That was when they had all that Ethereum stuff dealing with this, announcing it. And they shot up like crazy. So this is another one. I think could be an interesting play. I honestly do not know any of the fundamentals about sharp length gaming. I'm going off the hype of the Ethereum. Then, not technically crypto related, but you could say, it sounds like it. This one's AIBT, not the other one that I also did, ABIT. And this one is going to be, they're 100% owner of this robot arm thing. And I don't know, you could maybe say, crypto traders, it is related because after a long day of crypto trading, you could have a robot
get your
arm
hands on
come
Phil,
out of a nightstand
or let Phil
and
get its hands on
massage
you. Get ready
That
to shell out a cool
could
$2,000, and
interesting.
that's
If
with
it's
one
good at it,
personal
I
massage
guess, definitely. And with AIBT, they have, so first they got the partnership with Rule Fitness, which I think is actually interesting, okay? Because the Phil robot, okay, the flagship project, it's going to be in this fitness and athletic industry, you could say. Because I also saw this other. So they are starting to say, all right, well, scientists, that massages can release toxins from the brain and it could help with Alzheimer's. I mean, even if that's not true, you could market this massager in healthcare industries. And you have Jay Cutler is going to be doing it and some other, so they have some, I get athletes, celebrities, I think it was Lil Pump that was talking about these. But another one, this company is privately held, and they also have one of these robotic massager things. And they just received $83 million in strategic funding, not investable though. But you could say this lifestyle robotics industry could quite possibly be interesting. All the robotics industries, because, and the float. He always wants me to talk about these floats. You have 492,000 market cap, right? And you could say the float could mean big hit. If they get some news, if something pops on them, we could see a big rise. But another one I would say is going to be XBOTF. And XBOTF, not a massage robot, okay? But partnered with the Radiance one to make their robot communications. It's going to be, you could also say it kind of has to do with crypto because she was at a crypto convention. And Aria, that's XBOTF. She was recently at a crypto convention doing all sorts of kiosk and things. That's going to be her claim to fame and her large language models that she is able to utilize here. Focus on humanoid robots, robotics, and AI. The partnerships, Halo AI, leader, character-based LLMs, and conversational AI. Third-party integration, you got OpenAI, Meta, Google, DeepSeek. Rollout beginning in February. That's already done. And then also the Radiance one. They didn't talk about the one with Radiance. That one's a big one there. You have XBOTF Radiance. I'm not going to spell it right. But this one makes it. Here we have collaborating with Radium, not Radiance, to power these conversations on serverless infrastructure. I think they're another nice player. Then we have Dateline Resource, last but not least. This one's going to be a miner because I do love a mining stock. And there's some buzz on X for them. Unreal, massively. According to the survey result, all that is pink and gold. I don't even know what this is supposed to look like, but. And then they can't make it any more clear. The company is penny at the table between last week's RE, that's rare earth results, and this week's gold. It's only a matter of time before we see some major investors come over. That is an interesting one. I'm going to have to follow these guys on X. 6 gold targets, gravity low and on me. That, I do like that. And then another person time, no geologist, but according to very similar math, sounds like we got additional 3 to 5 million ounces of gold in the ground. Also appears original 2 pipelines. That, let's see, where is it? Coliseum. Yes, I've heard about this one actually. In California, these targeted with same coincident geophysical anomalies, gravity density lows. That could be a nice one. DTREF. And low float with that one as well. Wait. Not low float. But this was the you could say interesting volume for such a tiny penny stock there. I think, well, we should see. DTRF, I kind of want to go in, but it could not be probably not a good time right now. Well, I don't know. They were up today. Let's see. Where were they at? Pretty much. Yeah, here today, this could be, they were at their high there. What was their whole year? Is it going to tell me? Oh, wait. Oh, it might not have been that. It just came out like this. I think DTREF could definitely be an interesting mining player because you do have MP materials over there. So maybe there are rare earths in California that people aren't thinking about.